all I want to do.
Hey.
How you doing, bud?
Oh, I'm chilling like a villain.
All day, every day.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. That's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's how we do it. So, how was your week, man?
Not too bad. There we go. Nothing too exciting, just kind of playing playing the work thing. Mowed the yard the other day, and I thought I'm never going to get that time back. And so we ended up getting in the wind Saturday and Sunday. Took the doors off. Didn't take the top off, but we're taking the doors off because it's almost summertime to take doors off and
off a Jeep. Oh yeah, that's right. Man. Good deal.
Anything exciting going on in your world?
Well, I had a good week. Went fishing. Took the grandkids out. Thought it was a great time. I've never broke a pole before. I guess I need to pay a little more than $10 at Walmart for a fishing pole because I didn't even have anything on it. But it made me feel real strong anyway.
Well, heck yeah.
Went to the doctor. I had a checkup today. And nobody warns you about this crap when you get older. And it is a phenomenally surprising how much stuff that they come up with the older you get. Oh, you know, I get the getting your prostate checked, but now I'm starting to think that the doctor actually likes me, man, because this is getting a little too frequent. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even take me out to dinner.
I know, right?
He didn't even give me a gift. Didn't even, blow me a kiss even afterward. Nothing.
What do you do? Well, what's funny is talking about that. My doctor back home had hands like monkey feet. And I'll tell you what, dude, this guy, and I had to look back at him and go, hey, so are we dating now? Dude is like, that ain't even funny.
It's just something else, man. It's just something else. Hey, pumpkin girl. And I have been forbidden to talk about some things on this show. And I'm gonna stick to that because I like sleeping with both eyes closed. Hi, honey bunny. But yeah, this getting older stuff, aches and pains that come out of nowhere, man. I mean, what is all that? Check this out. They're sending a box home. Zip it. They're sending me a box home. And I don't know if you've ever gone to the zoo and watched the chimpanzees, but they have this funny tendency of playing with their dookie, and apparently that's what the doctor wants me to do in a box. And I'm like, well, I was in the Navy. I was a corpsman. I wasn't a bombardier, but I guess I'll give it my best shot.
You can always go to like the dollar store and get one of those strainers.
Oh man.
And just kind of, I mean, you could.
Okay.
If you need me to come by, I'll help you out.
Listen to this one. I was thinking this. I was thinking of going to the monkey bars, climbing up on top, putting the box on the bottom. But then again, that would be, I don't want to go to a playground and do all that. stuff. That would just be odd.
You know, I, I the scary thing is I can visualize that. I
Yeah,
really
that's
can.
the bad part. Yes, I know.
And no, 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 no.
Yeah, that's
I
just a big
no,
nope. Yeah.
I can't. I don't think I could do that. Um, yeah. But
The
thanks.
truth
I mean,
is,
that's a great idea for you. And
you're
I'm not that good of a shot. It'd have to be a big box, like something
right.
a
I'm
couch cushion came in or something.
in the monkey bars. I don't think I could climb that high. I don't think I.
Yeah,
Hey, what's up, Jamie?
yeah. I don't think. I'll tell you. You know what? Though it's funny is we've talked about the getting old part, and things that hurt and things that you talk about going to the doctor. I hate going to the doctor. Every time I go to the doctor, I come home sick. I'm like, nah, there's nothing wrong with me. And then I come home and I go, well, guess what, mud lover? I've got skin cancer. I've got this. I've got that. Jeez Louise. And you know what mud lover does? I told you. I told you.
I thought I told you. I've heard that a time or two.
So it
Anyone
is
who
what it
knows
is.
David could visualize it.
It is what it is.
Yeah, stuff happens.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And what's funny is I remember in my younger days, high school, junior high, being a kid, waking up, it was like 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh, it's way too early to get up.
Yeah,
Yeah, no kidding, right? I feel you, Sherry. I feel you.
yeah, kidney
Um,
issues.
and the bad thing about it is now I can't sleep past 8 o'clock. I can't sleep past 5:30, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
what?
alarms are a thing of the past. It's
Oh,
it,
yeah,
it's a reminder in case I start doing stuff because I get up at 4:45 right before my alarm does, and that's the last time I got up because my bladder reminds me that I got to get up 72 times a night. But yeah,
well, the bad thing about that is when you have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle. When I have a trick that I use and it doesn't even work on me. But when I get up and go to the bathroom, I will come back in there and I'll look at the clock full well knowing it's like 4:30, and I'll think to myself, man, it's only 11 o'clock. I got plenty of time to sleep. But
oh,
if
you
you
lie to
don't go to
yourself.
the bathroom, you're going to be uncomfortable. It doesn't work. It doesn't
Yeah.
work. And then there's a bunch of other stuff that goes along with that. So I'm just going to get out of bed and go.
Yeah, yeah. Usually, if it's at 4:30, I'll time it, and I'm like, you know what? We'll call it a night. We'll call it a night, and better luck next time.
I usually anymore, it's so funny because Mud Lover is she's a night owl, and when I say night owl, I'm talking 9:30 because I go to bed at 8:30.
Oh
But
man,
on the weekends that I don't work, there's a couple shows that we like to watch together, and I'm like, my whole face is melting. And I'm
yeah,
like, babe, what time is it? And she's like, oh my God, it's 8:45. And I'm like, oh, I'm dying.
yeah,
So yeah. But it is what it is. What do you do? I mean, you know what though? The one thing I found out, and I'm gonna be completely straight with you on this, is all the crap that we've been through, I've been through, you've been through, Pumpkin Girl's been through, Mud Lover's been through, got us to this point now where we can look back at that stuff and just laugh.
amen.
Just laugh.
Amen. That's what I'm talking about.
You
A
know?
lot of people have not been given the gift to be able to live this long to go through all this stuff.
Yeah, stuff, madness, whatever adjective you'd like to use. I
Yeah.
but I got something only grown-ups get in the mail today, and hi Lizette.
Hey,
I got
Liz.
I got to go to jury duty.
Oh,
So
nice.
something else
I was
that
gonna say AARP. I was gonna say
is
welcome to the club, bud.
oh AARP. I can't even see that. I can't even see that far back. Although I think we've used AARP a couple times.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we've saved on this discounts from them,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it is what it is, man. I mean, if we're gonna get this age, we might as well take advantage of the
Take
discounts.
it. Take it. Oh wow, AARP is only 50 years old. Wow. Thanks, mud
Really?
lover.
All
I
right.
thought it was longer than that.
Well, I'm not gonna say that I haven't had it for a couple of years, but whatever.
We what's funny is we went out to lunch this weekend, and I think we ended up having lunch at like 4:30 or dinner at 4:30.
You
And
guys
I
had
was like,
old people dinner.
I go, babe, it's only 4:30.
You guys had old people dinner.
We did. We did. We did. But it was good.
Oh,
It was
that's
good.
good
I think
stuff.
I can't remember. I think it was McKinsey. So
That's good
yeah.
stuff.
So you're talking about some of the older stuff that we've seen and has happened. I'd like to take a step backwards to the top 10 news articles of 1971.
Nice.
And
So, you know,
71
you're
was
not
a whole
some of the older stuff that
yeah. Mud Lover's been having old people dinners for 20 years. Amen, sister. Amen. And a snack later. If you got any ice cream, and we have ice cream. Anyhow, so top 10 headline news is in 1971 was at number 10. Walt Disney World opens in Orlando, Florida,
Oh, really?
and it transformed the region to an international tourism hub. So, I guess before 71, there wasn't a big draw until Walt Disney World came in 71. Now, for bonus points, can you tell me when Disneyland opened in California,
In
what year?
Anaheim, wasn't it
Extra
in
points if you can get
19?
the date.
Was it 1952?
You're close. You're close. It was Black Sunday, July 18th, 1955.
Oh,
They only invited guests and celebrities, but there were a bunch of forged tickets. Even in 55, there was forged tickets, massive overcrowding, extreme summer heat, leading to called Black Sunday by staff. Now, apparently, it was not even ready to open, but Walt Disney said we've got to be ready to go. So they were given an option: bathrooms or water fountains.
oh
There you
man.
go. And
Oh,
I
that's
think
beautiful.
they chose toilets over water fountains.
I bet.
So number 9 is the Apollo 15 lunar rover landing.
Ah.
Now, this is again, whether you think that we went to the moon or we didn't go to the moon, or we did.
Oh,
I personally
you heard
think
that?
we did.
You heard my sarcastic. Uh huh.
But Apollo 15 lunar rover astronauts David Scott and James Irwin successfully landed on the moon, or a sound stage in Studio City,
Yeah.
becoming the first astronauts to drive a lunar rover, which is
Wow.
kind of cool. They talked about a lot of that stuff, and
I, it makes me wonder. Going back to your last subject, the Disneyland. I wonder
Yes.
what tickets costed back then. Because you're looking at each ticket now, what over $100?
Oh, definitely.
Easy.
Definitely. Well, you know what, Muddy? Could you look up and see how much tickets cost for adult and children in 1955 to go to Disneyland? And we'll just keep moving on.
And Muddy's right now.
Um,
Like, thanks, David.
yeah, Muddy's checking stuff out. She's incredible. I'm telling you.
Yeah, she is. She's awesome.
1098, the DB Cooper hijacking. Now, there was an unidentified man who bought a ticket under the alias of Dan Cooper. Dan Cooper hijacked a Boeing 727,
Oh wow.
extorted a $200,000 ransom. I don't know how he got $200,000 up there unless they did a plane to plane transfer. Parachuted into the dark, rainy woods of the PNW, which is where we live. Pacific.
Oh
So, okay, thanks, Sherry. $1 for adults and 50 cents for children.
wow.
But it's all relative. Thank you, Sherry. It's all relative because $1 back then was a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I appreciate that. Thanks, Sherry. Um, and then, but the DB Cooper thing goes to, you know, that's never been solved. They don't know if he died and took the money with him. They don't know if he walked off. They don't know anything
Oh
about
wow.
that. I know a lot of people have tried to check it out, but I to this day, not that I'm aware of.
You know
Nobody's
what?
ever
If
found.
you look back at when we were young men and young teenagers, and you look back, and if I could have thought of the way it is now back then, I mean, they didn't have cameras at every corner. You could leave from one state as a wanted criminal and go into another state and they wouldn't know. I mean, they would send
Mhm.
pictures and they would post them in the police, station before everybody left. But it's not like today where you could just pull up anybody's picture and you're driving down the road and these cameras, Big Brother catches your face and just,
Mhm.
they could see us from satellites. And it's like, of course, this man can get away back in 1972, jumping out of a plane with money.
Heck
Nobody's
yeah. And
down.
you know,
Nobody's down there with cell phones catching him and or anything. He got it.
yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, it's funny because, not there's, you don't realize it, but there's a lot of cameras up here in Idaho.
Oh
And
yeah,
you're like, oh, that's a California thing. Oh, well, of course it's a California thing because every stoplight had a friggin' camera on it. Um, Not that my
they have
picture's ever been in one.
yeah they have them all over, man.
You
They have
can't
them all
fake
over.
that. But yeah, they there's a lot of them, and you're right. They can see your picture. They can see you.
Oh yeah.
It's not like a blurry picture. Maybe kind of looks like some Van Gogh thing. No, 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 no. It is friggin' high quality. Like I'm seeing your beautiful face right now. It's just it's that good, and it's
Yeah,
incredible. It's friggin' incredible.
yeah. Things have
Um,
truly changed.
yeah. The next thing is the Attica prison riots. I always heard about this in training.
Yeah,
Attica, never
yeah.
saw any video of it. There was there was a jail in Texas that they used to show us in training. The new kids. Come on now.
Hey, come on now, Rachel. We won't talk. We won't talk about our I lost it. Our come on,
Own it.
Boomer. Come on,
Own it.
Boomer. Our
Yeah.
picture on our profile picture. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go.
See, you just power through.
Yeah,
Just
powered through.
power through.
Rachel, but you came to the right show. We're talking about old people.
That's right.
Welcome to the
I don't.
club, girl.
Oh. But anyway, we did go. They would show training to the new folks, and I was one of the initial trainers for new hires, and they always show the picture. There's a famous training video of a Texas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep selling that one, Rachel. Keep
Yeah,
selling that.
yeah. Years
Yeah,
are
it'll
flying by,
happen.
girl.
It'll
Come
happen
on now.
soon. It'll happen soon, Rachel.
Yeah.
Um, but
What is
there's
it?
a
The centennial comes faster than we think.
yeah, exactly. You think you're looking, yeah, you're going to be looking back at 50 here shortly. Trust me. Um, but anyway, there's a training film we used to use of a jail in Texas being overtaken by the inmates,
Yeah.
and that's I'll tell you what. That sometimes I used to think that they would just let us run the jail. You know what I mean? They would just let us run the
Yeah.
jail,
Yeah. It
and
was.
yeah,
That's going to be for a different show, there, Rachel. So the same one from Attica, they used to play in for the CDC, and the same one from Texas. They did a lot of them, but when you get employed, one of the first things is we're not going to barter for your life. Um,
yeah.
you're entering the prison at your own risk.
Mm-hmm.
If they have a knife to your neck or a shank to your neck and they want to get out, guess what? Tell your family goodbye before you go to work.
Right.
Because that's yeah.
And it's funny that you say that because that was always in the back of my melon, right? That was always in the back, and I used to tell the new deputies, they come in all bright and shiny in their academy uniforms and everything, and they're all high and tight, and their badge is like what, that big?
About yay big. It's a shield. Yeah.
And they start, they come in there, and I would tell them,
marking orders.
What? Oh man, and they were just like, man, their whole head was up. And you know what? I look at them and I say, you know what? More power to you, man, because I know how tough that is. Trust me, I know how tough that is.
My dear friend Rachel here went through a situation where she got away with her life. So it is a dangerous game. It is. You just don't know if you're gonna come home, period. Thank God you're still with us, Rachel. She is mine and Sherry's dear friend that has survived a harrowing attack.
And what's funny is, we're trained when you work in a jail. I was always very respectful to inmates.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm firm but fair, and I would jam them every chance I got. But I'm very respectful because I was non-sworn, so I didn't carry a weapon, and so I didn't carry a weapon off. I didn't, we just didn't.
Yeah.
And so I was always, not that I was never a pushover.
Yeah.
But I was very firm but fair. And, the OGs that would come in, and these youngsters would try to get all stupid. Yeah. And they'd say, don't worry, Max. We'll take it care of, and that's, that's just the way it was. But I never got fluffy. I was always very respectful. I always because as well as I do, man, when those guys get jacked up, it's,
Oh yeah. It was
bad real fast, especially if they've done their time and they're 30, 56, going back to the pen. They don't care. They're doing life. You take out a cop, that's just makes you higher on the food chain, baby. Yeah. That's the way it is.
Yeah, it was different, man. I went behind the gates. Yeah, at the age of 21, I was a big youngster, and it was a you got a lot of gangbangers in there about the same age, a little bit younger, who were trying to prove themselves. It was interesting. There was some pretty hairy times, but
Mm-hmm.
holding your own, firm, fair, and consistent.
That's
Um,
right.
you go in there, and because it's not like they don't know. They're from the same area. They know you. They know your family. They know your
Mm-hmm.
children. They know everything. So I learned that I'm going to go in there, but I know from the homies in the neighborhood, they're all in the same place, and it's like, oh, there's David. I went to school with most of them, so it's like, hey, what's up, guys? And they tried to do stuff, they tried to get stuff, but it's like, no, this is work.
Yeah. And and that's the thing too. I was, you look up and we're doing a prison run at 4 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, and you look up and there's a guy that you played ball with your whole life.
Yeah,
There's a guy that you grew up with, and yeah.
our
What
family
was
members. Yeah, yeah,
You know what?
and like,
And Sherry, that's so funny that you say that because I've had people come up to me and go, "Hey, didn't you work in the jail?" This is 10 years later. Didn't
yeah,
you work in the jail in Ventura?
yeah, and
Yeah,
because I've worked in the criminal justice population my entire life, it has been something where I've always let Pumpkin Girl know, hey, if anybody comes up and says, hey, aren't you, that she is to act like she don't know me and keep walking. In case, because you never know. You just don't
you
know
don't.
if it's going to go south, or if they've got some kind of weird vendetta, or
Yeah,
anything. So, I just let her know, if anybody comes up, it doesn't matter. You get at least 100 feet, 50 yard, whatever, turn around. And if we're getting down, call the cops. But,
right.
or if they're beating me
Yeah.
up because I'm old now. Uh,
I saw a shirt that we both need. It says, "I'm fat, but I can still fight."
there we go. Yeah. Yeah.
um,
I may not be able to fight as long, but I could shoot straight.
that's right, exactly. Um, And it's funny you talk about, and Sherry talks about walking away. Mud Lover just walks away anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. She knows what's up. She knows the game. Um, but yeah, it's just people don't realize and understand that is a different world.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Good once as I ever was. That's right, Mud Lover. You're absolutely
Much as
correct.
I ever was.
Anyway, so let's move to the next one. The Capitol building was bombed. The underground Weather Underground organization claimed a responsibility for a bomb detonated in the men's room in the Capitol building, causing major damage. It was supported by Laos.
Really?
And it's funny is they
I
talk about
wait. I've been known to blow up a bathroom or two, but
whoa, whoa,
never
whoa,
with
whoa,
never
whoa,
with ordinances, of course.
whoa. Yeah, good times. Yeah, but you ever had to throw your underwear away? Anyway, I know a guy. But it's funny that you say that because they say the Cole, the USS Cole, was actually the first act of terrorism against the United States,
Oh
and that's
wow!
not true because there was another bombing right before this, and but they didn't look at it as a terrorist threat back then. Let's see. The next one is the fight of the century. Do you know who the fight of the century was?
It was Holmes and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, you're half right.
It's the story of my life, brother. Fill me in.
Okay, so we're talking about the fight of the century. That was Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier.
Ah, there you go. Yes.
They faced off. It was very anticipated heavyweight boxing match, marking Ali's first professional loss. Frazier tore him down.
Really?
Yeah, that was his first professional loss. I don't know what his record was prior to that, but yeah. Next one
Wow.
is China was admitted to the UN, and it was a vote. And the United Nations General Assembly voted to recognize the People's Republic of China as the legitimate representative of China in the UN. They replaced Taiwan.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
I
I had
didn't know that
no
either.
idea. There you go. There
Ooh,
you go. Yeah, Fraser came across for that right cross, and Ali is just like he's going, "Hey, what are you
floated
guys
like a
doing here?"
butterfly and
Uh,
stung like a bee.
no, you know, I've been in. I trained a lot. I wrestled in high school and college. I wrestled, when I was a pup. But I'll tell you what, these MMA guys and these boxers,
Oh,
they
yeah.
make a big payout. But no, no, I'm not going to get punched in the face. No, no, I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
No,
want to.
I'm not down for all that.
No, no,
can't see that happening.
definitely no. So the next one is not is Nixon's economic policy, and they called it Nixon shock. Richard Nixon announced a 90-day freeze on all wages and prices that ended the dollar's convertibility to gold, ultimately dismantling the Bretton Woods system of fixed exchange rates.
Mm.
So what he did is he put the brakes on all the money. Nobody got raises, nobody got nothing.
Wow.
So, and the
I bet
last
that
thing, go
made him
ahead.
pretty popular.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I think Richard Nixon played a little bit more in the game than he's given credit for. There were
Yeah.
some things that he did, by like you said, by these standards now,
Yeah.
they might make it on Yahoo News, but that's about it. You know what I mean?
Yep. Absolutely.
And the number one thing that happened in 1971, the publication of the Pentagon Papers. The New York Times began publishing the classified defense documents detailing secret history of the United States political and military involvement in Vietnam after the
Oh,
Supreme Court ruled against government censorship. So that's when a lot of this stuff came out, and they talked about the stuff that was going on.
uh,
Unfortunately, again, that kind of stuff, would it make it on Yahoo News now? Maybe, maybe not.
yeah.
I don't think it would. Um, and that's not a happy thing. Um, but the next thing, I think it's going to bring a smile to your face because I know I did too. Um, we're going to talk about the top 10 fast food restaurants of 1971, and I will guarantee you've been to a lot of these. Are you ready?
All right. Shoot.
Number 10, Pizza Hut.
Oh,
Primarily a sit-down dining experience. Now, did you know that the owner of Pizza Hut, there you go, the
yeah.
owner of Pizza Hut is taking a huge step backwards, and
Yes.
they're going with a lot of vintage stuff.
Yes. I heard that. They're going to go back to the old style dine in, the red cups and pizza and chicken
And
in dining. Like, yeah, I'm so looking forward to that.
oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
I
I
hope I hope they use the same ingredients like they used to back then. I
what's
hope.
funny is I think growing up the only time that I ever got a bad pizza was the drive-in. And what do you expect for a large $5 pizza?
Right.
But I've paid $20 and $25 for pizza, and it's bad.
Yeah.
So, but, at the drive-in, you couldn't tell if you were eating cardboard or pizza.
Mud lover. I can't wait for retro. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be, we're
Yeah,
gonna have to do we're gonna have to all go out after after an investigation. Hopefully,
absolutely.
hopefully we get one here in Idaho close by. Um, that would be awesome.
I think we'd have a great time. I think that we bring in our enthusiasm, excuse me, and our secret weapons. I think that I think that we'd have a great time. Number 9, A&W root beer.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Oh my
I I
gosh, I
I
remember. Go ahead.
now I still drink their root beer floats to this date. That is
Yes,
just
sir.
that's top tier right there.
Yeah, buddy. And people don't realize that the one here in town just closed.
Oh, did
And
it?
yeah, what a bummer. The one in
Yeah.
McCammon, over by the Flying J is open.
I know they got the
Um,
one in Twin Falls.
oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yep.
don't. Yeah, the one here locally ended up shutting down. Um, and they were known for their root beer, their fast food staples. A&W had a massive drive-in, quick service footprint at that time. Number 8, Arby's.
Ah,
Arby's was, I always thought it was America's roast beef. Yes, sir. Now that sign is the sign that it was over the parking lot back home. And that
really?
whole sign used to light up. It was awesome.
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm talking about in today's time, not back then. I don't remember ever really visiting an Arby's. Not that it may not have been good or anything like that. I just don't remember seeing it in the small towns where I grew up. It wasn't
Mhm.
until I got older that me and Pumpkin Girl went to Arby's and she ordered some stuff. I can't say I'm a really big fan. I'm not saying it's not good for a lot of people. People like it, I guess, but I've never really seen a lot of people in there to where it would keep a franchise like that open. And I always thought, I wonder if it's a front for like something, but apparently it's everywhere.
Then they're moving a lot of product one way or the other. Well, it's funny is back home that friggin' Arby's was full all the time.
Was it?
Yes, me and Mud Lover would go, and there'd just be standing room. The one here in
Okay.
town, it was a pit. It was just,
Okay.
yeah.
It's the same here in Burley. I can't see that I don't want to bash them. I really don't. There are when I drive by, there's cars outside, but nothing like Mickey D's or
Oh heck no,
anything. Yeah, any of the
heck
other ones.
no.
Yeah.
They did. They started in 1960.
Oh wow.
Their franchise boom. Arby's roast beef sandwiches were very distinctive because they were an alternative to actual hamburgers.
To burgers. Yeah.
Now there's actually one in Pocatello that we go to occasionally. There was, like I said, there was another one in Old Town, and that's the one that closed down. But Mud Lover does like going to Arby's occasionally. She
Yeah.
likes the potato cakes, and yeah,
That's an
so
Idaho
that's
thing.
that's where
you
we
know,
go.
I'm not going to say that I don't get the little sliders. They're there.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Number 7, Taco Bell.
I got a
Glenn
story on
Bell's.
that one, my
Listen,
man.
the guy's name. The guy's last name was Bell. There you go.
Oh,
Um, that's back in the day, right there. That's back in the day.
I
The
I
guy's
knew.
last name was Bell.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like it wasn't like the Mexican phone company.
No,
The man the man's at Taco Bell. It was his actual last name. Okay, all right, cool. That gives a
yeah,
little history to it. Here's another
that's
little
kind of
history
cheesy.
on Doc. When I was 14 years old, I got a job at Taco Bell in Watsonville, and I remember we would fry up the meat in the morning, where it was real meat. where we would fry up and add the spices to it. We would boil the beans in the morning, and we would actually make everything fresh. Cut all the tomatoes, cut all the lettuce,
Yeah.
cut everything. And I talked to a young man not too long ago about the fast food place that he was working here at Taco Bell, and I asked them how they prep for the day, and they don't make anything in fast foods places anymore. Apparently, it all comes pre-made in bags,
Yeah.
and they just reheat it. And yeah, it's kind of odd.
Well, I can tell you there's a couple places. I do know In and Out.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Is they make their stuff fresh. There's not a freezer. They
yeah,
do have refrigerators, and I know Mud Lover's son worked there for a while, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we can tell they don't make it on site. But In and Out, man, you
In and
see
out
them.
is
You're going
fire.
blind,
Yeah, it is in and
and
out is fire. I like that
yeah,
place.
I do too. I do too. Number 6, uh, Hardee's. Now, do you know who Hardee's is actually related to?
Is it the guy that makes the clothes?
No, that's the other guy.
Oh,
No, Hardee's in from what I understand, um, oh my gosh, what is that other place, Mud Lover? Hardee's and oh my gosh, Carl's
Carl
Jr. Thank you,
Jr.
Carl's Jr. So apparently they're related. I was not
Oh,
aware of that.
oh wow! I didn't know that. That's
Yeah, I was
how
not
cool.
aware of that.
Hmm.
So yeah, the Hardee's massive regional powerhouse in the late 60s and early 70s, offering quick service charbroiled burgers and biscuits. Now, you can always tell when you're by Carl's Jr. You can always tell when you're by Hardee's. But I'll tell you what, growing up, you could always tell when you were by Taco Bell. There was always that smell
Oh
that
yeah,
that when you guys are doing that, cooking the
frying the
beans
meat up
down.
and
Oh my
making
God,
it.
it was
And,
the
yeah,
best. It was the best.
it was a whole different flavor.
Yes, sir. Number 5, Dairy Queen.
Oh wow!
Um, been established for decades, and I don't know what year they started. That Dairy Queen started, but there you go. It was the cone with a curl on top
Look, wait,
because
wait, wait! Look at them cars outside.
every one of them.
Right? Oh man!
Yeah, especially that green one sitting right there. Is that
Yeah,
calling your
yeah,
name?
yeah. With the four little lights in the back.
Yeah, that's it. That's it exactly.
They even got a cougar over there in the corner.
Yeah, they do, don't they? With the vacuum headlights on it.
Yes, sir.
They yeah, their big thing. Dairy Queen was their footprint was massive in 71, serving up signature soft serve treats and brazier foods. And I'm not sure what a brazier food is,
Mm.
but they were killing it. Let's see. Number 4 is Burger King.
Have they
Uh,
been around that long too?
they've been around, I think, longer than that. I don't
Wow.
know. This is just the top 10. I didn't do the research on how long
Wow.
Burger King's
Okay.
been around. They're a little bit smaller than its rivals,
Oh wow.
Burger King. A little bit smaller than its rivals. Burger King had already submitted itself as a player for those flame broiled burgers,
Oh yeah.
and that
You
was
know,
yeah.
back
There
in the
you go.
day, those Whoppers were fire, man, and they
Oh
were
yeah,
massive back then. Though they were
yes sir,
huge. Yep.
yes sir. I cannot do Burger King now.
Nope. Yeah.
No, I
My
cannot.
stomach.
It
My stomach
man.
won't play.
Yeah, no, mine. Oh, mine will. You gonna make it home? Huh? Hey, you gonna make it home? You think you're gonna make it home?
Yeah.
And I tell Mud Lover when, because soda tears me up too. So I'll tell Mud Lover, hey, are we going home after this? Well, yeah. Okay, good. I'll have a soda.
Why don't you have some soda and some Taco Bell nowadays, man?
That's it. Oh my gosh.
Just the devil do you.
That's right. That's right. You're flexing. You're flexing. Or sweating. Or sweating. One of the two.
Sweating on the way
Uh,
home.
uh, number three was the Burger Chef. Now I never heard of this one.
I
Apparently
think
they
I
were
have.
Burger Chef. I
Yes, he
never heard
had
of
that
it.
little hat on there. I
Yeah, I don't
remember
know.
that in LA.
Huh. Don't know.
Hmm.
They were a major player and innovator in early 70s. Burger Chef was actually
Hmm.
one of the most popular and expensive chains in the country at that time. So there you go. Not in
Wow.
my little town. I do not remember that. Number two was everybody's favorite, McDonald's. Now you're thinking that they would be in one, but there's kind of a little
Enough.
upset in the one. But McDonald's was experienced a growth from the early 70s. Now remember they'd been around for a little bit while, a
Yeah.
little bit more than that. Um, but
Oh,
their
look at
big
that.
claim to there you go. There you go.
There's
Is that
a
a CUDA?
71 CUDA.
Yeah, baby.
Oh
Um,
man.
uh, kind of. There you go. There you go. Look at that.
Oh man. A
Look at
65-cent
that.
Big Mac. Wow.
That's
That's
I'm
back
telling you.
when that's back
Yeah,
when they fried everything with real lard and
tallow. Heck
yeah,
yeah.
with tallow.
Heck,
There you go. Yeah.
that was
That's
it. The biggest thing that happened to McDonald's in 71, they opened internationally in Australia, in Sydney, Australia.
oh wow. Down
So
under,
that
man.
was pretty interesting. And the number one fast food chain in 1971, you ready?
Yep.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
There you go. All right.
There you go.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. That I remember that. That's Kentucky Fried
Again,
Chicken
that
with fire.
exactly. Oh man, oh man, oh man. That was a
Mhm.
treat.
Yeah.
Again, the smell. The smell.
Yeah. And
It
yeah,
was
the
just
mashed
one of
potatoes and
those.
gravy
Oh my
and the
gosh.
coleslaw was just fire.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Those biscuits.
Oh
Those
yeah.
biscuits. Oh my gosh. And what's funny is I remember if we had company coming over, and it was usually family from back east or
Right.
whatever, yeah, we'd go get Kentucky Fried Chicken, and oh my
That was
gosh,
yeah.
yes,
Those were the days where eating out was a treat. It was
yeah,
special. It was meant to bring families together. And
exactly.
in today's society, it is so that I don't have to cook. Here's a sad hamburger. Don't bother me. Go play video games.
And it's the bad thing about that is you are absolutely correct.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
it
unfortunate.
was yeah, and uh, one of my dad was very humble. My dad only went to the seventh grade. Because at that time he had to go help. That's just the way
Yeah,
it was. And
yeah.
then but he had certain places that he only wanted to go. And one of the places that he always loved was friggin' Whataburger.
Ah,
He loved Whataburger.
uh-huh.
He Oh my gosh. And that was again, that was just the way he was. And if we were feeling really, really spicy, we'd go to the Sizzler, like we were talking
Oh,
about last week. Going to the Sizzler,
do you
you know.
remember? This was a typical Saturday function for the Hispanic family on the lower end of the financial spectrum. Saturday morning, load up all the kids into the truck, all seven of us into the back of the pickup with the camper on it, and go to the swap meet to walk around and look at all that stuff. And then afterwards, if we were good, they would treat us to, I don't know if you remember this, it was Kmart's kitchen, their little cafe. They had a bag of submarines. Do you remember those?
I do. I do. I do. And the funny thing about that, the Kmart, they had some of the best biscuits and gravy. They at the Kmart by our house was there for eons. And growing up, if you got there early enough, it was biscuits and they served a whole breakfast, and their biscuits and gravy were bomb.
Wow.
Were bomb.
Wow.
And yeah, and like I said, you don't find stuff like that anymore. You don't,
No. Yeah.
and
It,
it's too bad.
it's
Um,
nostalgic. Man. It chokes me up to remember those times where dad walks back with a bag of subs and they're all cut in half for all the kids and we're all sitting there, and it was just a different time, man. It was
yeah,
just
that was good stuff, man. It was
what.
good stuff. And like I said, all that crap and garbage that we went through, or all the crap that we thought we were going through,
Yeah.
kind of molded us into the folks that we are today. And granted, I would not want to be a kid. As seeing the stuff that these kids go through nowadays,
Oh man. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would no. Because when I was a kid, if somebody picked on you, you either cried like a little girl,
Or
or you wouldn't punch them in the face.
you put them up and you
Hmm.
fought, and then you guys became friends, or you fought the next day. But it
Exactly.
wasn't like today. Today is,
No.
yeah, it's with the bullying and the this and that, and I look at it from a different perspective, because maybe because when we were kids, the bullying happened face to face. You know what I mean? And you
Yep.
had retribution. You were able to take it outside and fight. Where kids today, man, they don't fight anymore. They bring guns and shoot everybody up, and it's just really a different world. It's a sad world. That Yeah,
I just saw on the news that there was a shooting down in Sandy, Utah,
really.
which is yeah, which is like what, an hour and a half away from me and Mud Lover. And it's bad because you're right. When we brought guns to school, it's because we were going to go shoot birds
Yeah,
or we were going to go shoot squirrels afterwards. You
yeah,
know,
and
well,
it was
you
it
had
wasn't. Yeah, we nobody took a gun to school to shoot somebody. I
you
mean,
were blasting people. And
yeah,
that's the thing. We've gotten away from we've gotten so far away from you need to fist fight, and you can tell these adults nowadays that have never been punched in the face.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
And that's
and
it's funny to be able to remember or to remind somebody that this isn't social media. You're standing right in front of me within fist reach,
mhm,
just so that you're
exactly,
aware. Yeah, don't
exactly.
mistake kindness for weakness, because yeah,
And it's funny that you say that because I when I was always in trouble. I was always in trouble in school, and that's the way it was. But I remember I was in sixth grade, and again wrestling since I was 8. This guy was messing with me and messing with me, and I had a tuning fork, and because it was cool, and I just said the ding. Well, this guy wanted to play with it now, so he took it away from me, and I was like, "Oh hell no, that ain't gonna." There you go, exactly. Oh hell no! Wait a minute, was that you? Um,
oh, I meant to
and I
give it back
remember
to you.
this guy. He kept playing with me. He was calling me names, so I friggin' bear hugged him, and I threw him, and I got in trouble for that. Oh, it was, that's what I did. I'm a thrower. That's
Yeah,
why my hips are jacked up. That's why my neck's jacked up. That's why my
isn't
shoulders
that
are
called,
jacked because I
isn't
was a
that called the
thrower.
stuplex? You grab them from the back and up and over.
Oh heck yeah! No,
Yeah.
this one was face to face. I
Oh.
hip locked him and threw him.
Oh.
And yeah, I came up and I was like, and I got in big trouble for that. I got in
Uh,
big trouble for that. But
I,
it's been a long time since I've had my butt kicked. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm just saying it hasn't happened in a long time.
yeah, mine. Yeah, I'm not going to say that I ain't never got taken down and gotten my butt whipped, but I've given my share. The last
Yes,
time
sir.
I did a suplex like that, it was on level 3 yard, and there was a big mess going on. And I remember that everybody was told to get down, and two people were just going at it, coming up behind them, and just up and over. And by the time we hit the floor, he was already in cuffs. It was an amazing time. It was good times.
Yeah.
If I tried that now, I would have a broken shoulder, broken hip, and yeah, it'd be in traction for about a year. But
there'd be 2 ambulances leaving.
yeah,
One for the inmate and one for staff.
exactly.
I remember, it's funny is, and I don't tell a lot of jail stories. I just don't. I remember one of the worst fights I ever got into was we're working women's, and we sent a wing by, or the dorm went by the other dorm, and one female inmate decided she was going to make goo-goo faces at the other female inmates in the same dorm as her chick walked by.
Oh,
And it was game on.
yeah,
I've never seen. Had the woman's head by the window, just beating her head on the window, and I'm thinking to myself, we got to get in there.
Yeah,
So
I've worked a female prison, and they are violent. They are they. You have to pry them apart.
Okay.
Literally, they don't stop. They don't stop. That is one thing that I was grateful for working with men. You rack around and you tell them to stop, and everybody hits the ground.
Yeah.
Women don't. They don't care. Once they get in fight mode, yeah, they're in the ad seg laughing it off afterward. But
Exactly.
Hey there, Carla.
It's funny that you say that, because, like I said, you're absolutely right. As soon as we'd pop the door coming into men's, everybody was on the deck. You're popping the door going into women's, and it's game on. It's game on. They are fighting, punching, kicking, whatever it takes, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I just it's incredible. It's a whole different world, Females are sugar and spice and everything nice, and I'll tell you what they are. But I'll tell you now, yeah, in women's, no, I hated working women's, man. I hated it.
I you know what? I look at the old timers that are still in there and working, and I really have to respect their ability to continue, man. I don't think I could walk on cement for 16 hours, 8 hours. Walking the yard, walking the housing units up and down those stairs. And there are old timers in there still doing it, and my hat's off, man. My hat's off.
Sir.
Respect.
What's funny is you're right. So, as you came out of the academy for the agency I worked for, the first place was detention services, or you went back into jail, and that's the way it was. And then your class might rotate out or whatever. A lot of guys, they would pass on going to patrol because they didn't want to. And I always felt safer in the jail. And there's the difference between the facility you worked in and the facility I worked in. Being a county facility, at any time I could push my button and I'm having 30 deputies there.
Yeah.
And if I timed it right, there were patrol deputies that would get on the elevator, and you're like, dude, don't you work out in East Valley? Don't you work in West Valley? These guys, man, they're ready to rodeo. It is game. I've had highway patrol come up.
Wow.
Everybody's running for the elevator. These guys are like, they're securing their dudes.
Yeah.
And they're going.
They're first responders, though, man. I mean, it's game on.
Exactly. But it's the brotherhood. It's
Yeah,
the yeah, I'll stand beside you. It's the yeah. And
yeah.
that's the heart part is there. The part of the heart is in that point. So
Amen. Amen.
it is what it is.
I kind of miss it, man. I kind of miss it.
Yeah.
Looking back, just the brotherhood and
The
the relying
camaraderie.
on your partner and knowing
Yeah,
that your life is in their hands and their life is in your hands.
exactly. You
It
look
was
at
a very humbling experience, man.
very much so. You look at the lineup and you're like, okay, this is the ERT team. When you're looking at the lineup and you're like, okay, I don't like that guy, but I know he's got my back. I
Oh
know that
yeah,
guy hates my guts, but I got his back. You
exactly.
know,
And yeah, and it didn't matter back then. I
no,
mean, regardless of personality conflicts or this and that, you knew that if you were on the wrong end of a shank or whatever the case was of a riot, they would run in there head first, man. And
heck yeah,
yeah, it was.
heck yeah. So, like I said, I'm with you. My hat's off. Law enforcement nowadays has definitely changed. It's hard to back them. It really is with some of the stupid stuff that they do now.
Yeah,
Um, but the basic aspect of it, is, and I will tell you just the way I would tell anybody else, if you want to change law enforcement, sign up. They're
exactly.
always hiring.
Exactly. If you don't like how they're doing it, you're more than welcome to go in there and give it a shot.
Yes, sir. And then you might see all the bogus stuff we've
I,
went through. But
I
anyway, you know what, Doc? It's that time.
already.
And I mean, this time has just flown by. So let's take us home, buddy. Take us home.
Everybody out there, please remember to treat everybody kindly. Treat everybody how you would like to be treated, because this world is a reflection of your heart.
That's right. That's right. Be good humans. Look in the mirror, and if that person looking back at you is okay, then you're doing a fine job. So we appreciate you guys cruising through here, checking us out.
Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the
Absolutely.
interaction.
Exactly.
And we will be here next week, same time.
That's right. Same bat channel. Thanks again.
All right.
Peace.